Look on me, show them Gangnam Style. Put them.
Good day, my good people. It's your girl Stephanie T with the Wife School. I just thought I would come up here today because I've really been thinking about the next step in my personal femininity journey. I believe the Wife School is based on developing the mindset, the characteristics, and the behaviors of a wife prior to getting married. That is my school of thought. I know a lot of people look at me and will say, "Well, you're not a wife." Well, I was, but the main importance is is moving like a wife, thinking like a wife. Even if I've been down that road, I should show forth the characteristics of being a wife or a woman that values feminine energy, right? And a feminine mindset. And so now I believe that, God is pointing me in a direction of just really letting everything go into his hands. Because I tell you, now that we have so many people here on social media, now that you can be and be whatever you want online and put on a facade on the front, um, that means there are more scammers out here. And they have a form of being masculine, they have a form of being feminine, but they really don't have the effectiveness and the power behind it. They don't have the characteristics and integrity to back it up. So, who better to go to than to God to lead me and to guide me on the who is my husband or the who is the one that he's chosen for me? Because in the past, I did what Stephanie wanted to do. I made plans with who I wanted to be with. And I kind of pushed God to the back burner. And I will admit that. We do that on so many other things. Um, and a lot when it comes to relationships. Because we want what we want who we want to go where we want. We do have free will, but it's so unfortunate that we don't consult God in the beginning stages, but when everything goes awry, then we right back on our knees praying to the Father. And we're repenting and we're like, I know, and like, God, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you get me out? Or you know what I'm saying? So rather than working backwards against the directions I would like to go, I do want to get remarried. There are some great men out there, and it's so hard because you get attached to like, wow, this guy has great characteristics, and you know that you're not going to get 100% person. You'll probably get a good 70 or 80% male that's really operating in his purpose and doing what he's supposed to be doing. Not saying that you can negotiate and compromise on other things that need to be, happen because I'm not 100%. There's a lot of variables with me. That a person might give me the side eye on, but that's okay. At least they can look at a majority of me and identify like, wow, I could be with this person, and that's good. But really getting in that place with God, really seeking Him, and putting those concerns in his hands, because sometimes we can really get in our own way. We can really self sabotage. We can move out of time. We can move before time, you know, and just seeking his counsel, because he talks to us all the time. He really does. But we don't be listening. We have so many distractions, so much noise on social media. We'll listen to somebody that's not good for us, to know some no good guru that just want to steal your money and pander to you instead of telling you the truth. And if they really advise you, they would just say, sit, be quiet, know who you are, identify who you are. Now, I can understand if you're not in the kingdom because not everybody is a believer, but for those that are in the kingdom, yes, identify our strengths, our weaknesses, things we need to improve on, things that we are actively doing to be better men, to be better women. Where are we in our femininity? Are we insecure in our femininity? Are we confident? How are we presenting ourselves and positioning ourselves like Ruth to be sought out and to be seen by our Boaz, right? So I think I'm getting putting the what do you call it, the horse or the cart before the horse, and God's saying, slow down and give it to me. Spend time with me, I'll let you know. He created everything and we limit him to so many things. We limit him with our finite attitude, with our finite thinking, way of thought. And rarely do we, really take the time out to dive deep and and get in that secret place with him and consult him and be quiet and seek his counsel. So um I just thank God that, I can come to him, that he has made an open door for me. The last guy that I was with, he told me, he said that is not your husband. But I really was gun ho. I was ready, like my bag will be packed to go to wherever you wanted to go. But he knows, he's hear the conversation. You see how people move. Like we can think so highly of a person, but they're really not that good. You know, look at the past case with Diddy and Cassie. We thought, or people equate that a person that has money and fame and status, we think that they're awesome people until evidence prove otherwise. They're just regular humans like us, but they just got money. They can pay to get things erased, so we won't really know about how they move and operate. Or we'll just dismiss it because we idolize them. We make them seem perfect when they are just like you and I. Problems, depression, all that stuff. But I am really seeking God and asking him to show me, but first work on me. So and cultivate my mind and my heart to be able to identify who my husband is. If he blesses me to have a husband, I want to be able to identify him, to see him, and that have that confidence and that safety and that assurance, knowing I believe that just as as loudly and as directly as he told me that last guy was not my husband, I believe in my heart that he will tell me who my husband is, and it will all flow. It won't be disjointed. There won't, I mean, you get to know each other, but like it's going to move, it's going to flow, and the security will be there, and I, I really, I have the faith, and I'm going to act on that faith, but it starts with me, that grain of mustard seed. And I want God to move because this world is something else. And for the heart, the passion that I have, and then the openness that I do have for people, it can't be paired with a person that doesn't care. It really can't. Definitely have your boundaries up and identify those things and put those in place, but it has no room for a person that doesn't like people, that isn't concerned about the mindset and a heart set and the conditions of man. It really takes special people to deal with people. It really do. It really do. And it ain't easy, but it is doable. And it's even more doable when you're using Christ as your foundation, when you're using and invested in his power, not your own, because be it your own, you'd be like, I'm out of here. Deuce. Oops, sorry, deuces, you know? But I just want to stand still and see the salvation and the glory of God. And I'm humble enough to be willing to submit to that and to let him govern that, because left up to me in my vetting process, which isn't 1,000%, I might likely make a mistake, or misjudge or miscalculate. And time is precious. So if I want to streamline it, I'm just going to take it to my God, you know, and he knows what's best, and it takes it out of my hands of, picking somebody based on looks or money, you know what I'm saying? So like it really gets down to the heart of the person and the integrity and the character. And he said, and my father said this to me, he says it to me all the time, and I'm really starting to really listen. In this scripture is, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. All these things. So when I put him first, which I'm doing, I know that all things will be covered: house, home, children, um, sex, emotional safety, fun, um, intimacy. All those things will be added. So if that's how you're going, I encourage you to really, sit with God and ask him to, guide you, because he knows what's really best for us in the world of pretenders and such. And we don't have time to waste like that. So I hope you stay encouraged. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and we are out.